Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into a pretty famous destination, right? Phuket, Thailand. Synonymous with amazing beaches, vibrant culture,
Absolutely. It's definitely on a lot of people's travel lists.
for sure. But we're looking at it through a specific lens today, real estate, especially the luxury villa side of things. And actually, before we go any further, pronunciation, it's important.
Ah, yes. Good point. How should we be saying it?
It's Phuket, P-O-R-K. Stress on the poo, not Phuket or anything like that.
Okay, Phuket. Got it. Helps to be clear from the start. We'll stick with Phuket.
Exactly. So, Phuket. And our guide for this deep dive is an article, Investing in Phuket Villas, a comprehensive guide.
Right. And this guide gives us a very particular viewpoint on why you might want to invest there.
It really does. And it's crucial to know where this guide is coming from. It's directly from Ocean Worldwide.
Yeah, Ocean Worldwide, they're a luxury real estate agency, and they've actually been based in Phuket since 2004, so quite a long time on the ground.
2 decades. That's significant experience in that specific market.
It is, and the article actually mentions the agency's director, Sandra O'Neill. Apparently, she's helped literally thousands of families and property investors over those years.
Wow. Thousands. Okay.
Yeah, and their focus is very clear. Luxury residential stuff, mainly in Phuket, but also Koh Samui. So this guide, it's definitely coming from people deeply invested in that high-end market.
That context is absolutely key. So our mission today, for you listening, is to really get inside this guide from Ocean Worldwide. We want to understand their argument. Why are they positioning Phuket as this top spot for property buyers?
What makes it special in their eyes?
Exactly. What are the opportunities they're highlighting, especially with these villas? We're essentially unpacking their sales pitch, you could say, how they weave together the island's beauty, the culture, and the market factors.
Okay, so let's start where they start. The guide basically asks the big question up front, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why Phuket for your next real estate move?
Right. Sets the stage. And how do they answer that? They break it down, don't they?
They do. According to this guide, the answer lies in three main things: the island's natural beauty, its unique culture, and the specifics of the real estate market itself.
Okay, beauty first. That seems like a natural starting point for an island destination. How do they describe it? What makes it stand out in their view?
Well, they use phrases like breathtaking natural beauty. Standard stuff, maybe,
Yeah.
but they back it up. They mention over 30 pristine beaches.
30. Okay, that's a lot.
It is. And they don't just leave it there. They give examples to show the variety. Like they contrast the bustling and lively atmosphere of Patong Beach
Right, the famous one.
with the serene and secluded Katanoi Beach. So the message is clear. Whatever your vibe, lively or quiet, there's probably a beach for you. It's smart framing.
Yeah, it's a just choice. You're not locked into one type of coastal experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And importantly, they point out it's not just about the coast. They talk about lush green hills, tropical forests, even waterfalls.
Okay, so the whole island landscape.
Right. And they link these directly to things you can do there: hiking, snorkeling, island hopping. It paints a picture of an active outdoor lifestyle. And of course, the climate, warm and sunny, perfect for a year-round vacation spot. It's all about setting this idyllic scene.
So the source is laying this foundation. Phuket is beautiful, diverse in its natural offerings, great climate, lots to do outdoors, establishing the desirability of the place itself.
Precisely. Build the dream location first.
Yeah.
And then woven into that is the culture.
Ah, okay. What's their angle on the culture? They call it a unique blend, right?
Yeah, a mix of Thai, Chinese, and Malay influences. They say this creates a vibrant and diverse community.
Interesting blend.
It is. And they also mentioned the large expat population adds to what they call a cosmopolitan atmosphere. The key thing they stress is that this diversity isn't just, theoretical.
You can actually see it.
Exactly.
Listen,
If you see it, taste it, experience it in the food, the festivals, the architecture, it's tangible.
And do they give examples of where you'd experience this?
They do. They specifically highlight the old town of Phuket. They call it a must visit.
Okay, makes sense to point to a specific place.
Yeah, it grounds the idea. And they suggest what to do there. Check out the charming Sino-Portuguese buildings, try the delicious street food, explore the vibrant night markets. Sounds pretty appealing,
It
right?
definitely paints a picture.
And they mention specific events too, like the Phuket Vegetarian Festival and the Phuket Old Town Festival. These give you like a real glimpse into local life and traditions, according to the guide.
So the argument seems to be you get the stunning nature and this rich blended culture. It's suggesting that to really understand Phuket, especially if you're thinking of investing or living there, you need to appreciate both sides.
Absolutely. It's a whole package. And once they've established that desirable setting, beauty plus culture, the guide naturally shifts focus to their main area, the real estate market.
Right. This is Ocean Worldwide's home turf, especially given their history since 2004 and focus on luxury. So what's their take on the market overall?
They say pretty clearly that the Phuket real estate market has seen steady growth over the years, and they specifically flag a surge in interest from international buyers.
Okay, so growing demand, particularly from overseas.
That's the picture they paint. And while they acknowledge there's a mix of property types, apartments, villas, etc., they zero in on their specialty. The guide explicitly says Phuket villas for sale are the most sought-after type of property.
Ah, okay, so that's where they see the main action, or at least where their focus lies. Why? What makes these villas so popular, according to them?
Well, they list several key attractions. First, the lifestyle aspect, a luxurious and spacious living experience. Often these villas come with stunning ocean views, which is obviously a huge draw.
Can't beat a good view.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
They also mention modern amenities, implying high standards of comfort and tech. And another key point is security and exclusivity. They're often located in exclusive and secure gated communities.
Okay, so hitting all the notes for a high-end buyer. Luxury, space, views, amenities, security. Makes sense.
Right. And then they frame the purpose of owning one in two ways. First, as the perfect vacation home option, your own slice of paradise.
The dream.
Exactly. But second, and maybe just as importantly from their perspective, is the investment angle. They pitch it as a lucrative investment opportunity.
How so? What makes it lucrative in their eyes?
Rental income, mainly. The guide points to an increasing demand for rental properties on the island. So owning a villa isn't just for you, it can provide a steady stream of rental income.
So it potentially pays for itself or even generates profit.
That's the suggestion. It's positioned as an asset that can work for you. And they tackle a potential concern for international buyers head-on,
Yeah.
the buying process.
Yeah, that can often seem complicated from abroad. What do they say?
They highlight what they call recent government initiatives to promote foreign investment. And crucially, they state there are no restrictions on foreign ownership for these types of properties, and the buying process itself is straightforward.
No restrictions and straightforward. That sounds surprisingly easy.
That's certainly how they present it. Their conclusion on this point is that these factors have made investing in a Phuket villa more attractive than ever. They're essentially saying the door is wide open for foreign buyers.
Okay, that's a strong selling point, removing perceived barriers.
It's a very strong point. It addresses a key potential hesitation for their target audience.
So if we pull all these threads together, the incredible beauty they describe, the unique cultural mix, and these market conditions they highlight, like villa popularity, rental potential, and ease of foreign purchase, how does Ocean Worldwide wrap it all up in their guide?
Well, their summary is pretty neat. They conclude that Phuket offers this perfect blend, that's the phrase they use, a perfect blend of natural beauty, cultural diversity, and importantly, lucrative real estate opportunities.
The trifecta, according to them.
Pretty much. And based on that blend, what's their final message? Their call to action.
What do they want the reader, or you listening, to do?
They pitch Phuket as the ideal location for your next real estate investment or dream vacation home. And they directly encourage you to explore the beautiful Phuket villas for sale. Essentially, make Phuket your next move. Make this paradise island, as they call it, your destination.
So the big takeaway from this specific source, from Ocean Worldwide's perspective, shaped by their long experience there, is that Phuket is presented as this prime opportunity, especially for luxury villas. They build a case based on the island's undeniable natural appeal.
The beaches like Patong and Koh Samui, the hills,
Combined with that interesting cultural landscape, like in Old Town.
and underpinned by a real estate market they describe as growing, welcoming to foreigners, and offering potential for both lifestyle enjoyment and rental returns through these sought-after villas.
That's the narrative they're constructing.
Exactly. So this deep dive really gives you a clear sense of how this particular source, with its specific background and focus, frames the Phuket real estate proposition. You understand their argument now.
You definitely do. And, as you digest that perspective, this picture of Phuket with its beautiful beaches, unique culture, and according to this source, booming and accessible villa market drawing international interest, it does make you think.
Yeah. What's the final thought?
Well, if the growth and international interest are as significant as this source suggests, what does that mean for the future? specifically for preserving the very things that make Phuket so attractive in the first place, that unique beauty and culture they also highlight. How does that balance play out as a place like Phuket develops? It's just something to keep in mind, a question that naturally arises when you hear about this kind of growth.